Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Today is April 30th, last day of April. Wow. So how are y'all doing? I'm Sharon Davies. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. And I want to thank you for joining me today. Oh, there we go. Already there, but it's not doing anything. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. It seems to lock. Okay, so let's just go. I think I need a new iPad. I think it's gone. Yeah. Oh. So thanks for joining me today. Greatly appreciate it. Today we're going to do card number 3 in the Moonlit Flora Suite. And you gotta love this. The colors are beautiful, the rich, fun colors. Just gonna see if I can get it on. There we go. Yeah, so I just love the colors. Like there's a Blackberry Bliss, there's Berry Burst, Golden Glow, Mossy Meadow. Oh, there's not Blackberry Bliss, but I added it anyway because I thought it looked pretty. Secret Sea, Peaceful Pine. So we're going to be doing card number 3 today, this afternoon or this morning. But before we get started, just a reminder that my In Color Club registration is now open, and you don't want to miss out on that because there is a cutoff date, which would be May the 6th. On this one, in that you'll get 8 card bases, 8 sheets of designer series paper cut to 6 by 12. You'll get a full new magnetic ink pad, the refill, the color In Color blend, 2 yards of the In Color ribbon, 4 strips of embellishments, and I'll throw in a make and take for that. And it is a 5-month commitment, okay, on that one. My paper share, Designer Series paper share and ribbon share for the new catalog is open, and it will run until, I think I have a couple spots left in that one, so we'll see what happens. You'll get all the new, not all of them, you get most of the new In Color, you'll get all the In Color ribbon, and then you'll get most of the Designer Series paper with the exception of the specialty paper, which will be, it's an add-on. And you get 2.5 rolls of the ribbon, and they'll be all packaged up in a nice little package for you. The paper will be in a nice little box, and the ribbons will be in a nice little box too. Both of those are $75. Shipping is extra. And they'll be shipped in a prepaid box from Canada Post. And prepaid box from Canada Post, and has insurance and tracking on it. Okay, let's get started. I'll just go over, just show you the stamp set. So here's the stamp set, just gorgeous. If you're into nature, this bundle is definitely for you. So you have all the stamps. We're using this one today along with the butterfly, and we're going to switch out the sentiment die cuts with all the gorgeous leaves, and we're using a couple of the leaves today. We used a couple in the last 2 cards, and I'll bring those in to show you. So we did use a little bit of the cards there, and we'll also be using the embellishments, the what's it called, the Dewdrops embellishments. So they're so pretty. And again, here's the Designer Series paper. So I chose these 2 to do together, and I didn't use any of these colors. Well, I did use most of the colors. I added one in there that I thought for sure was in there, but I guess not. Okay, so let's bring in the card base, which is Mossy Meadow. And I'm going to just grab my bone folder here. Just going to So we had a nice day yesterday. I had 2 of the girls come over for the come craft with me. And what I like about that is that we all bring something homemade for lunch. And we have lunch, and we eat, and we chit-chat and all that. So I have a piece of my first layer of cardstock, and it is Blackberry Bliss, and it seems to really go with though that's the designer series paper, so I ran with it, like not even reading the, anyway, it is what it is. So all this is there's the back side and there's the front. Oh, that one's pretty too. No, I'm going to use this one because I want to bring in the Golden Glow. That's, which is one of the new colors. And I'll just glue this one on top. So I'm so excited. It's going to be a nice weekend this weekend, so we can get outside and get our hands on at least getting our raised garden beds all done. There we go. Okay. So now I'm just going to leave that for now. And now I have a piece of Blackberry Bliss that I'm going to add. But before I do that, I'm going to stamp this with this stamp right here. Okay. And I'm just going to open this. And look at that. It just automatically clicks. And I'm going to ink this up. I'm getting used to these new stamp pads. I wasn't, because I like the other ones. I like the foam ones too, but getting used to this one. I'm just going to stamp that. So this is the Peaceful Pine. And then, oops, so did I end up wearing that? Nope, yay. Okay, and now what we're going to do is I'm going to bring the butterfly in, and I'm going to stamp him in Secret Sea on a scrap piece of paper. I'm going to stamp 2 of them. And since I have the Secret Sea out, let us stamp our sentiment onto the Golden Glow. And we will use a Secret Sea for this one too. This color is growing on me too. With yeah, that's really growing on me. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to color them with the same ones that we did the other day on Tuesday. I'm going to use my Blackberry Bliss and my Golden Glow on these guys. And this is the dark. Yeah. Yeah, so yesterday we had chicken pot pie. Oh my God. And vegetables. Debbie brought cucumbers, and then she put cream. There were many cucumbers. She hollowed out the center, and then she filled it with some cream cheese dip, and then sprinkled them with bacon, and they were delicious. And we also had Jackie brought chicken pot pies. And then all she did with that is that she got the biscuits, you know, the biscuits, the Pillsbury biscuits. She says she got, she just got those, rolled them out, and then put them into muffin tins, and then just filled them up. And they were so good too. It was, and I did peach cobbler. I was gonna do a veggie pizza, but we already had a main, and I didn't want to take away from that. So, but everything was good. It was, yeah, when I made the peach cobbler too, I cut back on the sugar. Okay, and then just bring in the light. So it was a nice day, love it when people come over and we just do whatever our own thing. And I was doing a card and I misplaced a strip of designer series paper that I had cut and couldn't find it anywhere. And then it was underneath my mat. I moved my mat. There it was. And why would I not look underneath there? So I'm just grabbing my Wink of Stella. I'm just coloring in the butterfly, which is an extra step, right? But starting on the 5th of May, Stamping Up, we'll have our own in color. It's like Wink of Stella. I can't remember what it's called. I don't have my book here, so I can't look. Yeah, so it's in the in colors, and it's just like the Wink of Stella. And that's what, but the ink is the in color, and it had sparkles and everything like that with it. So you gotta love that. So excited about that. Oh, who knows? There might be prizes at the crop. Who knows? So just a reminder too that the in colors, the 2024 to 2026 in colors will be retiring on the 5th also, or the 5th. So if there's anything you need, I would suggest you grab it now. I didn't even check to see if there's anything on the last chance on the inventory of how the stock is on that. But if you have the ink pads, I would strongly recommend that you get the ink refills. And there we have that one. Okay, let me put those away. So let's start assembling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere this onto here like that. Put that right into the center. Just want to let you guys know too, I do have a Facebook automatically sends me notification of my top performers, on my top followers, and they only recognize people that actually follow me. So if you haven't, I know some people have been commenting constantly and you're not showing up. It's because I sent you an invite and the invite hasn't been accepted. So what you need to do is accept the invite, and then you'll be recognized as my top followers, for lack of words, I'm thinking. Okay, so we got that and that. So now we're going to add this onto here. And it's going to be just a little bit longer, but we'll trim it back. Maybe we'll just pull it up a bit. There we go. So this should be fun. So I'm just going to just add a bit of glue there. And then this is going to go, come on. Oh, I guess I didn't put any down near the bottom. I'm just going to have to add a bit of glue right there. And I'm going to add this, but I'm going to trim this back a bit. Just I'll add that right there like that. We'll do the same thing. We will add a bit of glue. Yeah, so the girls came over on Tuesday and we got the last of the pillow gifts done. we're just working on food, and we have different ideas running through our heads. So what I did is I cut this out of the Golden Glow and that out of Blackberry Bliss. Now look how those two colors just go wow together. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring in my mini trimmer. There we go. Just going to see how wide that is. So if I do 1/2 inch. So I'm just going to cut this directly in half. I'm just going to put on here. Put a little mark. Because it didn't look like it was. And then I'll just line it up on here. Just cut it in half. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a wee bit of glue to the back side, and we will add that to the top, just like that, just to frame out the sentiment. Oops, 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 oops. There we go. Good morning, Nancy. Thanks for joining me today. And then we're going to take this one. Where's my glasses? And we're going to add this to the bottom like that, so it's nicely framed. And there we have it. And then we're going to add that. Right about there, and I'm going to add dimensionals. So because one side is going to already be on the dimensional, I'm going to put 2 on the left hand side. Stack them on top of each other. And we'll just add that right about there. And then we'll add a butterfly right there. And this one here. So there's already 2 layers on here. So in order to not have to pay extra postage in Canada, I'm just going to add this right on to there like that. Now let's bring in some dewdrops. And I haven't used any of the clear ones yet, so let's use the clear ones. Just going to just add one there, one here, and then I'll just take a small one and just put it right there like that. And because I use the darker, I will add a the insert. Oh, let's just do that right now. We got a couple minutes. So I'm just going to bring in a piece of cardstock, and I'm blind. Holy smokers. I knew I had my trimmer out, but no idea where it was. So I'm going to trim this down to 3 3/4 by 5. And I'm going to just go behind me here And I'm just going to grab a piece of where is the card? Oh, don't tell me I put it away. I did. Holy smokers. That's the first. Just going to grab a piece of, oh, here's one right here. Let's use this one. I'm just going to just see what it, oh, we are going to have to add. So I have this at 5. Yep. I'm just going to just trim that back. I'm just going to just take a little bit more off. Just a tad more. And I'm going to cut off half an inch. We'll add that to the bottom. Oh, that's not going to work. Get that out of the way, and I'll bring this trimmer in. I will just trim. I think that's in. I'm going to cut this down to 3/4 of an inch. There we go. We'll just add that to the bottom. Like that, and I'm going to bring in the butterfly. I'm going to add and color him. I'm going to go with the Blackberry Bliss. Oops. I'll just. Guys have any big plans for the weekend? So looking forward to being outside without a coat, without socks. I'll be able to sit outside this weekend. It's going to be nice and warm. It's going to be 15. Not nice and warm. It's not going to be hot or anything, but we'll get what we have to get done. Have barbecue all week. Have barbecues all weekend. And then I'm just going to just color that. And then that's going to go into here. But before we do that, just had another brilliant idea. I have this left over. So I'm just going to bring in one of my envelopes. And how wide is that? So if I go 6 inches, I should be good. Six inches by 2.5, just under 2.25. I'm just going to go 2.5 just to be safe. Oh, that's nice too with the... Oh. Anyway, so grab my liquid glue and adhere it onto the flap of the envelope. And then bring this in. And with this, you want to make sure that it's on the score line. Now what we're going to do is take our scissors, and then we're just going to just follow the flap of the envelope. Like that. Oh, that's not straight. Oh, because it's not. Oh my Lord. Sharon. There we go. And we'll just add this to the inside of the card. And you just write your sentiment on that. And then you can mail your card. And it all matches. Isn't that pretty? Oh, yeah, I did add some. Okay, so there we have card number 3. So let's bring in the other 2 cards. I'm going to put my lid on my glue because 9 times out of 10 I forget. Okay. So we have this one. So this is the one we did on Monday. This is Tuesday's. This is today's. And then let's just see what tomorrow brings. So there one bundle, 3 different color combinations on these. So let's just see what we do on for tomorrow. So thank you so much for joining me. Excuse me. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And I shall see you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And we'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.